Cool and Jewel, K, Jewel, and whatever.
Oh, absolutely. I love Cool and Jewel.
Cool and Jewel. Yeah. So at Red Rock, they had their bingo day.
Ooh.
They had about 700 people, and I called the first bingo, gave away a 40-inch flat screen TV. I was, that was getting called Scooter, Whippersnapper, things like that. I'm like, really? Come on. Hey, kid. I'm like, what's up, Pops? But we had a great time, and it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of people go to the website because I was giving away a dinner for two as well. So it was a ton of fun. Yeah. Then on the way back, I was listening to you clowns in here do your thing as usual. Yeah. I heard a few funny things. I got to think about it. There was something that was really funny you were talking about.
Well, to do with sushi.
Sushi, a special sauce.
No, it was Loans and Jones or something. What were you saying?
I have no idea. I don't remember. I remember the last segment.
But I'm really excited about. We have our man over here, Big D.
Yes.
The marketing guru, Google guy, and he's going to put us live on YouTube. So streaming live, so people could see us in the studio. That's a scary thought.
The three of us do have faces for radio, so this might not be the.
No, we're easy on the eyes.
We're all right, but now people can see who they're talking to. So we're taking it to a new level here, D. We're taking it to a new level.
Real Estate Live has gone techie on us. God bless. All right, let's get some calls going. 733-KXNT 733-5968. All right, Aaron, what's going on with you this week? Any deals that you want to talk about? I know you always have a good story for us. What's been hitting across your desk that you want to get out? Well, you had a few. When I talked to you, you were on a few short sale appointments. So I'm glad to see that people. It's crazy that it's taken so long for some of these people to actually do it, but they finally do, right, Aaron? I mean, they get it, I guess.
Yeah, they're listening, which is nice. I mean, short sales are getting tougher and tougher. They're becoming fewer and fewer. And if you're upside down in your house right now, now's the time to probably do the short sale. The market, the inventory is rising. Still very good, though. Very good to buy. A lot of good things are happening out there. But if you're 50, 100,000 or more upside down, it's probably a good time to do a short sale. And the banks are still forgiving the debt, giving you a deficiency release. We're still giving owner-occupieds up to $10,000 of relocation money.
I thought you were doing $1 million. Well, your competitors.
That was last month. We were doing $1 million. I know. I hear 16,000, 32,000, 50. I was going to get on the radio and say $1 million, and then go call for details. But no, it's Hoffa money. It's up to $10,000.
Jimmy Hoffa money.
Jimmy Hoffa money. Still giving that out.
So you get it, you disappear.
Well, they disappear.
Yes, it's Jimmy Hoffa.
Free attorney representation still with the best attorneys in the state, in my opinion.
Go on.
So we're rocking and rolling, and we're helping people. We're making dreams come true.
Yeah, well, you are.
And then in 2 years, right? 2 years?
Maybe.
Or three, 2 or 3. Sometimes in 1 year. Right. Then they go and
VA doesn't have any guidelines. Well, I'm glad you brought that up. So I actually met with a doctor on Thursday. Came in, makes good money. He's an anesthesiologist. Short sold his primary and an investment property, and his last short sale was about 1.5 years ago. Okay, and he wants to buy the house that he's renting right now, but he couldn't through normal financing, and the house was $750. All right, so I presented to him our program, Nova Home Again. Explain it's a little higher interest rate. Do you have to put 20% down? He easily had that. Well, dude, he's paying then it's $5,500 a month in rent. Okay, right now, and
what's his new payment?
Well, he doesn't have one, but if he goes through Nova Home Again, which I think he's going to, his payment goes to $4,500 a month. That's just actually like $4,300 a month, which is crazy. So, and then when he refinances in a couple of years out of that, we can get his rate down 1.5, 2 points. It'll go down another $1,000. So the point is, you can still buy right after short sale. It's still not all lost. But if you're way upside down, Aaron, I mean, shoot, you should have done this 2 or 3 years ago.
You should have,
Because I'd say 30-40% of our purchases, Dennis, are the quote unquote boomerang buyers. They're coming back in the market.
Coming off of their season.
They know their exact date of seasoning. They're ready to go. I mean, sometimes we fund on the next day, believe it or not. You know, you can't get a new loan until July 28th, 2015. And we fund on July 29th, 2015. You know, I mean, that's how prepared some of these people are and how ready to go there. I had a personal friends of mine that finally are back in the game. You know, they did a short sale over 3 years ago. They were one of the Chase guys there, and got like 25 grand or 30. It's an unbelievable amount of relocation money. You know, it had some credit issues, but I've been working with them for 3 years now. Got their credit scores up, dude. I mean, it was a tough deal, but my text yesterday were, "Are we really homeowners again?" That's what they text me. I said, "Yes, you are."
You know, I got to tell you something. You guys have one of the best credit programs that fix people's credit. I mean, you truly, of every lender I've worked with in 21 years, I've been doing this a long time. You guys care about your people. You work with their credit over a long period of time. But let's face it, most lenders, if you can't buy a house now, they're going on to the next person. You guys stick with them. You keep in contact with them. You put them in your system. I mean, it's incredible how you guys do that. And I've talked to a few people this week alone who are very happy about that.
Yeah, it's a great program. We actually taught a CE class, Aaron, at the GLBAR, and the guy that runs credit services, which we call Home is on the Horizon program now, he taught it. He knows more about credit than anybody on the planet. He's actually going to come on the radio show with us in a couple of weeks. I know he called in when you guys filled in for me, but you guys will not want to miss this. Everything you need to know about credit, from pulling for credit reports, all the shenanigans that happen with Experian selling your data unbeknownst to you, the new FICO system that will, you know, if a paid collection won't give you a negative impact, or medical collections, but Fannie or Freddie won't adopt this much. Just a lot of great information. But the point is, any Nova home loan applicant, Dennis, if we take their application, and their credit score is not where we need it to be, what do we do?
Credit service.
Right? And what happens?
They get contacted.
I mean,
I go email or the mail.
I mean, I can just go to my phone right now of just an email I just got last night where I got a VA home loan with our boy who, you know, and you're like, oh, this guy's solid, but he had a 580 credit score. Well, credit services put him on path. In 3 months, his credit score will be about 620, 630. Perfect. Boom, done. He'll be a deal. You know, where, as Aaron said, other lenders, they don't have credit services. They have credit repair companies that could charge thousands of dollars. They could put you on what's called an unsecured credit card, boost your score up, but then I have to rip that off. They just blanket you with disputes that don't work. We do it in the confines of underwriting so that when your score's up, you can actually get a loan. That's kind of important.
Well,
right?
A lot of other lenders will send them to a third party that charges money, right? So that's one of the things we tout with our credit services. It's free. So a gal came in last night, dropped off her income docs. She's like, "Dennis, I was about to go with this other company. They're going to charge me like $200 up front and then $100 a month." I said, "Well, Christine, congratulations. She's happy she's on a plan with her fiance or boyfriend, and a lot of people are taking advantage of that. And every time they accomplish something on their milestone, our credit services will monitor how that affected their score."
I mean, so Nova Home Loans closes over 15,000 loans a year, and 30% of them were touched by credit services. So it's crazy. So, all right. Yes.
We have some viewers watching us right now.
Oh, wow.
On YouTube.
So excited.
So
well, let's tease that. Well, how do they view us right now? Who can? How do they go on there? Just go to YouTube.
What's the website?
How do you do it? Tell us how you do it, David.
All right, we'll tell you when we get back.
Yeah.
And when we get back, we're going to go over some housing numbers for the month of July. How about that?
Yeah, let's do it.
What is it? We in August already? And it's years flying by. It's crazy. But we do need some calls, guys. You guys make the show. $50. PF Chang's. Love PF Chang's. Love dim sum. Dim sum. Oh, sorry. 733-KXMT 733-5968 is how you reach us in the studio. Chance to win that gift certificate, or 577-2600 to reach us in the office. Guys, we'll be back after this. You're listening to Real Estate Live here on News Radio 100.5 KXNT. Oh,
Say
that's some big old
You
titties.
say that's
Someone-
big old
hey.
bitties.
Okay.
Hey, they're listening to you and watching you. Yeah, they are. Look,
Oh yeah.
we got one viewer. And they can hear us, right?
I can DeHart of Nova Home Loans. You can ask Dustin. 5968. Real Estate Live is brought to you by Aaron Taylor, the Real Estate Guy. Linear Title and Closing. And Nova Home Loans. Now, Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
Welcome back, everybody, to Real Estate Live. This is Aaron Taylor, the Real Estate Guy. On my right, Big D in the house, Dustin from Nova Home Loans, and the voice of reason over here on the left,
D. Money Schultz, the hammer.
D. Schultz. And we got a special guest in the house, David Ortiz, our marketing guru, is helping us get on live here. But
Best designated hitter ever.
he's doing it, baby. But hey, we need some callers out there, so call us at 782-733-KXNT. That's 702-733-5968. Or call us in the office at 577-2600. So give us some callers. We need to speak to some people. And today is our test that we're on YouTube. So if you go to tinyurl.com/realestatelive.com, you're going to see us in the studio doing our thing. I know it's, did I screw it up? Yeah. It's kind of scary. tinyurl.com/realestatelive. There you go. That's it. So do it. Look at us in the studio here doing our thing and go from there. So
we have look at this. 3,600 people watching us right now.
Let me take a look. We have
3,600.
Hey, we are up to three
two.
viewers. Oh, it's three viewers now.
Iconic.
Three viewers. Look at
me, David Ortiz, and Ken. All three of us.
Yeah.
That
doesn't count. Crazy. That doesn't count us.
Well, all right, you guys. 733-KXNT to reach us in the studio. Again, best call. We always give something away. We're giving away $50 to PF Chains tonight. Listening, AT, we had some good calls last segment, last hour. So if you guys want to win that, you got to come strong. We've got 3 in the running right now.
Tim was one, right?
Tim, Sam,
Centennial Hills, Tim.
Yep, all of those guys. So make sure to listen to hour number 3. About 1:30, we'll give that away. And we're giving away a free appraisal today. For anybody that does a mortgage tune-up and ends up refinancing with us, we're going to pay for your appraisal. $450. That's a nice little gift.
450 reasons why you should.
That's
call.
right. Absolutely. So if you've been sitting on the fence about that mortgage tune-up or about refinancing, now, my friends, is the time to do it. Let's give us a call today. All right. So
I have a question for Aaron about short sales.
Sure.
Are you going to ask me about my white
voice of
headphones
reason.
first?
You know,
You notice how they match my shirt. I just noticed.
And mine matched my shirt.
And, yeah, we
We
all
should
match.
probably switch them up. So
Watch what I smile. Look at my teeth. Watch.
that's white on white crime going on over there.
It's like white.
So we had 226 short sales last month.
Sale.
So,
Close?
That's what it says in the MLS, right? So 226 short sales that sold last month.
What were they, short sales or short sales?
Probably both.
I still do that joke. It's been 4 years. No one even knows. He's not even on there on
Wait.
commercials anymore. The short sales. Remember
Yeah.
that? Remember that guy? Maybe the Schwartz be with you.
I don't think they're around anymore.
Go ahead.
My
Sorry.
Schwartz
I'm
is
being
bigger than your
stupid.
Schwartz. So the question is, I've seen a couple of appraisals come in low,
Mhm.
and the seller,
Mhm. Mhm.
they were actually
Mhm.
they were going to be negative, right? So at this new sales price that came in, Aaron, this is for you.
Okay.
How many people do you guys see on your end where they could short sale, but the short sale is only going to be for 10,000? Is that even worth them trying to short sell? I mean, how do you, when you're doing a
Absolutely.
seller net with somebody,
He's doing one right
and you're
now,
looking,
right?
and you're looking at, how much they're going to net, and they're, 10,000. What's your
Well, I
approach
met
to that?
just 2 people alone this week. We sat down, and let's say their house is worth $200,000, and they owe $200,000. I mean, they're so close.
Right. That's close.
Yeah, it's really close. But I mean, even one of the folks I met with, I mean, we could pretty much be close to breaking even, possibly. After they pay commissions, title insurance, transfer tax. But
Well, hold on. I got breaking news, guys.
Go.
4 people are watching us on YouTube now.
4.
This is
We might
This
have
is going
more
viral.
viewers.
This is going
More
viral.
viewers than listeners.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Go
No,
ahead.
it's possible. We can have more viewers than listeners. Is
I
that
think one of them
possible?
is my wife.
But it made sense really to short sell the property and apply for the $10,000 relocation money.
Okay.
So it worked out in
So
their
that's a
favor.
better benefit then. If they're so close, it's better to try the short sale. So that way they get the walk-in, but they're not going to come out.
At least they're not going to walk away with nothing.
Okay.
So it
Do you
worked
see
out. for them.
that trending upwards where they're on the cusp of not short sell, could be short sell?
Well, I had another one where in my opinion, the house is worth about 330. They owe
We got 5
330,
now.
and the five. Oh, I'm getting nervous. Wait a minute, let me button my shirt. And the bank comes
Aaron,
back.
keep your shirt
The
on.
bank comes back and wants 362. And we're thinking, well, if they want 362, we sell it for 362. It's not a short sale. So what do we do? But I know we're not going to get more than 330 for the house. So
Play
that's
the game.
yeah, that's where the experience comes in, doing value disputes, talking to the negotiator, which I pick up the phone a lot, talk to the negotiator at the end of a deal
Okay.
to get it done. But I tell you what, they're getting tougher and tougher.
Okay.
They really are.
Yeah, I heard starting to slap around some promissory notes now, right? I mean,
Ooh, that's a
they're not-
killer.
yeah, I mean,
That's a killer,
it's not
especially
promising anything.
no,
good, right?
especially when you have, and there's no rhyme or reason for it. Sometimes you could have 2 senior citizens that live on Social Security, and the investor wants $5,000 from them.
Yeah, but then you'll
Are
get
you
like the
kidding
guy
me?
that makes 400 and they won't want anything.
Right, they don't want nothing. He slides. So, but people forget, the banks are servicers, right, guys?
Right.
They're servicers. They don't hold your note. And there's investors, single people, corporations that hold the note. And whether that guy is in a good mood or a bad mood, just got divorced, maybe just had a baby girl, depends on whether he stamps that thing approved or asks for money. Right, Ken? Oh, look at Ken's getting.
You're getting Ken all fired up.
He is fired up. He is one good-looking son of a gun. Is that just me?
Oh,
Is that why you hug him so often?
Probably. I have to get my morning Ken
I'm a little
hug.
jealous.
in the
you
morning.
don't hug me like that.
I got to get my morning Ken hug in the morning.
I think I know this phone number. Is that John Ken? Does he want to come on air? All right, let's get John on the phone. What's happening, John?
Oh,
So all our
John.
viewers, yeah, it's my wife,
John, my wife,
John,
your
me,
wife.
Ken,
Yeah.
David Ortiz from Boston Red Sox, which is our biggest viewer, and and Aunt Sue. We just lost
Oh,
one. That's
uh-oh.
terrible. All right.
David, how does he leave comments on YouTube?
Can we get some tech support?
Should be
Can he
okay.
get on
We
comments
don't
on
have a
YouTube?
microphone
Yes.
for him, John. So we'll figure that out. We'll let you know.
You got to do it?
Yeah, you could just comment on the video.
All right, brother. Appreciate it. Let's cut to a break. All right, guys, let's get some calls going in the studio. Any real estate mortgage question you need, we'll answer it for you. 733-KXNT, 733-5968. Best call today, $50 to PF Chang's. Or if you just want to reach us in the office today, thinking about selling that house, want to talk to Aaron about a short sale, you want to get that free mortgage tune-up with free appraisal, 577-2600. 577-2600. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Real Estate Live. All right, welcome back, y'all. Real Estate Live here on News Radio 100.5 KXNP. I'm your host today, Dustin DeHart with Noble Home Loans. Happy to be live in the studio with none other than the voice of reason. David Schultz be with you, Dennis Schultz.
Big Dennis.
And of course, the man, the real estate legend, the real estate man, Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy, here answering all of your real estate questions, which we would love to hear at 733-KXNT, 733-5968, or in the office today, 577-2600. Or if you want to watch us on YouTube, it's pretty cool. We got 6 people watching right now. Viral. And you know what we need? We need like a dancing monkey or something in here. And we'll have about 5 million people watching.
It's a start.
Monkey.
Hey, it's a start.
All right, next week we will have a dancing monkey. Tiny, as it's spelled, URL, tinyurl.com/real estate live if you want to see the shenanigans live on YouTube.
You may not.
Pretty cool.
You may not want to see it. So
you may not want to.
So you may have to tune in to look just to say you may not want to see it.
Is there a way to show? Well, next week we're going to have the camera up here so you could see everything. So you can see Ken in the back. You can see the voice of reason over in the corner. Because right now it's just like
we do.
It's a little too focused on me. I'm not sure I like. You can see Dustin's head peeking over the top. And,
speaking of focused on you, let's talk to you about last month's numbers. We did compile some stats, so to speak. Dennis, how many sales did we have last month?
It's looking like about 3368. That's again unofficial because everyone's making changes to the numbers and whatnot. But
it's about 3,400.
So that's actually a slight drop
Mm-hmm.
from June. Right, June we had around 3,500 and change of homes that sold. So we're still on pace to beat last year. Right, we're averaging 3,000 home sales a month.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, I think it was 2885 average. So the market's hot. If you
So
want to sell, if you want to buy, there's deals being made. We can break those numbers down even further, though. Out of the 3,369 sales, 100,000 to 295, that encompassed about 2,300 sales. So 2,300 of those.
It's about 75%.
75% was in the 100 to 295 range.
Mm-hmm.
And if you break the numbers down even further, 850 were FHA, 737 were conventional, and 503 were cash. So that 100 to 295 market.
That's the market right now.
It's the market.
FHA, right?
Just that price range.
That price range. I mean, so above 300, the sales
sloping
start
off.
to dip dramatically, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, so the point is, if you've got a house in that 300 or below range, your house is going to sell very, very quickly. Above that, it's going to take a little more effort. It's going to take some timing. In my neighborhood, there's good 3 houses that are for sale. A couple of them been sitting there for 4, 5, 6 months. My guy across the street from me, he's now selling his house. I think it's fairly priced, but he completely redone the house. So the problem is, I don't think he's going to get all of that back. But they do open houses every single weekend. They're trying to sell this thing. It's a lot more difficult in that price range if you're a seller.
It takes more than
it takes the right
sign.
agent. Yeah, it takes the power of a radio show. It takes all of the marketing geniuses, all the marketing stuff that Aaron Taylor has. I mean, it'll blow you away. Let's take a call here really quick. Bill, what's happening, Bill? Welcome to Real Estate Live. Okay. What do you owe on the house now? $409. Okay, so we're good. We're in at least the conforming limits. Dennis, you got the 450. He's got 5% equity there. We will definitely get your interest rate down in the 3s. You would have to take on a little bit of mortgage insurance, but on a 15-year loan, the MI rate's not bad at all. How's your credit score? Oh, dude, yeah, you got to do this. So, yeah, how many? So you got it in 2006. You got 9 years. So we're going to shave 5-6 years. Still lower your payments. Yeah, we can even show you if you bank a few $100 more to your payment, you'll have it paid off even quicker. Yeah, Bill, you got to do this. This I mean, just for me talking to you on the radio, this is a go. You need to get in with us and do a mortgage tune-up. And you called on the right day because we're going to pay for your appraisal too. Okay. Okay, well, that's not a comp, thankfully. That's a listing. What are you basing the 450 off of? Others that have sold around the neighborhood, or just kind of taking a stab at that?
You just stick it in Zillow and see what Zillow said? Is that what you got it from?
What Zillow say? Yeah, so 450 is probably. Where's the house at, Bill? What's kind of? Oh yeah, how many square feet? Okay, so what's that? $160, $170 in Seven Hills?
$160.
$160.
Yeah, you should be over
right?
450, no problem.
Yeah, dude, and the house is in good shape.
Oh wow.
Yeah, oh, bro, I think you can get $500,000 probably for that. I mean, geez, I mean, absolutely. Is it 2-story or single story? What are you planning on doing? You buying another house? Down the road? Yeah. Yeah. Why? I mean, why did it take you so long to refinance? Gotcha. Man, you didn't qualify for HARP because you were not Fannie or Freddie because you had a jumbo loan, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but man, we're going to lower your rate 3 points. I mean, you're even sticking you in a 15-year loan. You're going to definitely have a lower payment than you do now. So, here's what I want you to do, Bill. John is answering the phones now. I'd like you to call him at 577-2600. Okay. And I want you to call him right now, and he'll set up an appointment for us to meet next week, and we'll get this going for you. Okay. And we're going to pay for that appraisal. And you, my friend, I think are top spot, Dennis.
Booyah.
For PF Chang's $50. I'm always a sucker for a mortgage tune-up call. So, Bill, appreciate the call. Looking forward to helping you out, bro.
We have 9.
Oh my gosh, we are going nuts. This is crazy.
It's going crazy. My kids must have got on.
I mean, we're
24 now.
Yes. What?
24 playbacks. I mean, 24 people have tuned in.
24 playbacks. That means 24 people tuned in
and shut us off.
Well, that means well, several
of them looked at our matching
shorts. 4 minutes and 28 seconds.
You got to talk into a microphone if you're going to talk. So
they just want to see what we look like. That's all.
All right. Okay. We got more numbers.
Well, here I got some numbers for it.
All right.
So based on the numbers you gave,
yes.
And it goes to show this month over last year, percent increase.
Yes.
Number 1 zip code in Vegas.
90210.
89145. Increased 17%.
I didn't even know that was a zip code.
89145 is right below Summerlin. Right below 89144, right next to 89117. 89145 and 89106, 16 and 17%. And Tim, the gentleman who called earlier that lives in Centennial Hills,
yes.
If he's in 89143 zip code, which is Centennial Hills, increased 6% over last year.
He's making money.
He's doing good.
Yeah, I mean, listen, those don't sound like big, numbers, especially when a year or two ago we were seeing 30, 40%. Well, let me explain something, guys. 30 or 40% appreciation in any market is completely out of the realm of reality.
It's not good.
Now, we did need to come back up, but listen, the normal market, 3 to 5%. So if, there's still zip codes hitting 17, 15, 7, 10. I mean, guys, that's still not normal. I mean, we should be at 2, 3, 4. So the market's hot, guys. I mean, and again, the guy that called earlier thinking, is this the time to sell? Absolutely, this is the time to sell. We're not going to see double-digit appreciations in zip codes next year. You guys can mark my words. Everything I've ever said on this show has always been true, Aaron. You know that?
Oh, 100%.
Every time.
100%. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, but the way the financing goes backs that up. It can't go that high because the thresholds of financing are
The
restricting.
voice of reason.
They're restricting the parabolic.
Shut it down, Kim.
You know what?
Shut it down.
It's almost annoying, but it is the
I'm going
voice
to show
of
you
reason.
something.
I mean, it's just-
No, I love it.
we
He
have-
cleans us up, man.
We have the house of the week.
I'll
You
get
want to talk
9
about that?
people
Now, you want to
watching.
wait till next segment?
I want to talk about the 9 people watching
9
this on
people.
tinyurl.com/real estate live, right?
Tiny
Not
URL,
slash,
yep.
backslash.
And they're going to see an evolution because as time goes on, we're going to bump up the display and
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
ads and make it all.
Oh, we're
flat.
gonna-
We're gonna have a monkey with a machine
we're
gun
gonna
in
get
here.
crazy.
We're gonna have a llama. We're gonna have a small guy on a piano.
Can Dennis ride the llama?
Yes.
What is he? Dennis riding the llama?
Listen, Howard
We're
Stern's got a
understanding.
whack pack. We're gonna have our own petting zoo for you guys to listen, watch. We'll step it up a notch, right? Voice of reason.
Yeah.
Okay, what were you saying, Dennis? Sorry.
No, just going back to what Aaron was saying. Those neighborhoods were appreciating.
Yeah, well, but your point was financing. So income levels, unless they go up, how much further can we really go? Because we have to document income. At some point, when the median income level is 55,000, well, you're only going to afford a certain level of house, right? So your point is, unless we start creating stated income and neg AM loans again, we can't appreciate much more, right? I mean, it's
People
kind
can
of
only
surprising.
afford so much.
We're medium sales price. I don't know what it is this month.
220.
It was
Wow.
220 last month. It's
Same
probably
here.
down a little bit, but it's right there.
Yeah, right on.
I honestly wasn't expecting that this year. I think when in the beginning of the year we were still at like 199. I mean, we've appreciated quite a bit this year. Again, guys, it's not, if you are thinking of buying or selling, I know that's an anomaly where it's a good time to do both, but it really is. You're going to get top dollar for your house. If you wait till next year, you're going to get less demand. Interest rates will be up. The same token goes to if you're buying a house.
Well-
Would you rather buy the house now at a better price, at a better interest rate, or do you want to wait a year with a lower, about the same price with a higher interest
Well, here's
rate?
a bonus. If the seller's getting more
Did
money-
any of that make sense to you,
Yes,
Kim?
yes. And
You know what
you
I'm
can
gonna
get
dovetail.
today?
I'm gonna dovetail.
No.
If the seller's making more money, right, they're going to be able to help contribute towards some closing costs. So the deal is going to be easier to be made, right?
Absolutely.
So there's not a lot of short sales, but if the seller's grossing more, pick up some.
Yeah. Next thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire, right?
You know what you can do today. You don't know.
That's a good point, right? You know,
Today.
today is the day, bro.
Today.
And nobody knows.
Oh,
too many
we've
things.
just lost all our viewers.
Are they all gone?
There's one now watching.
Just your wife?
I don't even-
Well,
I
how
think
long can
she's-
they? How
I
long
think
can
it's
they?
just me.
How long can they actually watch us?
Especially when they're driving. I don't even.
Yeah. I mean, we're just sitting here for Pete's sake.
Oh,
It's not
you know
like-
why? Because it looks like we're having technical difficulties.
Oh, is that what it is?
We'll get our designated hitter on that. All right, let's cut to a break. We need some calls, guys. Here's how you do it. Pick up the phone, dial 702-733-KXNT, 733-5968. PF Chang's, guys, $50. Dinner on us. Best call. Have not given that away yet. Had some good calls.
Yes.
Big, tight competition today. So you could be the big winner for the PF Chang's gift certificate, or if you just want to reach us in the office, 577-2600. We'll be back after this.
Nova Home Loans on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Real Estate Live here on News Radio 100.5 KXNT. What's going on? I'm your host today, Dustin R. with Nova Home Loans. Aaron Taylor is walking around messing with me.
I got my.
If you want to reach us in the studio, we'd love to hear from you. 733-KXNT, 733-5968. You guys make the show. Let's get some calls going. Whatever's on your mind, we'd be happy to answer it for you.
The good, the bad, the ugly.
That's right. Great movie. Or you can reach us in the office today, 577-2600, 577-2600. Or guess what? You can even watch us online right now. Real Estate Live's going high tech on you all.
On live.
On YouTube. How do you, what is it again?
It's
Tiny, TINY, spelled out, .com. Backslash, is it back? What is it? Backslash? Is that what it is? Backslash. Like slash your back. Backslash Real Estate Live. Believe it or not, we are live streaming with audio. And do we have comments up now?
We can do comments,
They can
yes.
Call us some knuckleheads.
You want to tell us? You want him to tell us how to do the comments?
Yeah, he needs to go on the mic.
Yeah, let me give him this real quick.
Okay.
Here. Tell us how to do comments, will you?
All right, so here it goes. Essentially, it's like a normal YouTube video. So you just go onto the link, you go onto the YouTube, and then what you're going to do is you can just comment away. Not only that, but it'll also give you the option to chat. So if you want to chat, go ahead and put it on there. I'll respond with something. I mean, I know very little, but I know how to, push the message to everyone else so they can answer the chat question for you.
Wow, that's
Wow, he's
I still
amazing.
can't believe your name's David Ortiz. That's.
Well, it's David Evans Ortiz. In Latin America, you have two last names.
Can we call you Big Poppy?
No,
You
Little
can call
Poppy.
me Big
We call
Poppy.
him Little Poppy.
Little Poppy.
Little Poppy.
Hi, Poppy.
Yeah, it can't go to my head just yet. I'm still a little young for that.
Little
But
Poppy.
yes.
All right,
Can I
Eric.
have my headset back, please?
Let's talk about one of your houses.
I'm back.
Every week, I want to do a house of the week. We did one last week. I think it sold in about 30 minutes.
House
after
of the
we
week.
blasted it
Hold on.
online.
Yes, it did.
Yes.
That property we had last week on March Brown Street,
Uh-huh.
that was 165. It was about 1,300 square feet with a pool.
Wow.
And we had 3 offers on that property
Already had the
that
tenant in
day.
it?
That day.
Tenant was in it, or was it?
No, tenant's not in it, but you can get 1,300 plus a month rent for it. Cap rate was beautiful on that thing, probably 8 or 9%. Great second house, like we talked about last week, having that one investment property for tax reasons. Get a 15-year mortgage and pay, put 20% down, pay $1,300 for your mortgage, get $1,300 a month rent. After 15 years, bada bing, bada boom, it's
Yeah,
paid
money.
for.
So what about the house that you have now? Do you have the information on that one?
Yes, the house that we have now, the house of the week. Here it is.
Normally, if we had a real producer.
Can we have like some drum rolls on the house of the week?
It takes about 20 seconds to dial it up. There we go. Oh, there it is. All right.
Perfect.
Thanks, Ken.
Love it, Ken. Thanks, Ken.
Ken, we're
All right,
gonna get you
enough,
right.
Ken. Enough of the drums. Ken, enough of the drums.
Rolling
How
over
about
there.
some
Okay,
Star Wars.
all right, keep them going. House of the week, 11584 Aruba Beach Avenue. It's in Summerlin. It's 2,320 square feet in the Vistas. Built in 2004, beautiful house for $319,900. We lowered the price today for the viewers, $319,900. Great yard.
Would you lower it $100?
We lowered it from $325
You took it off the
just
market
today
and put it back on,
for
so-
$319,900. So if you want this house, make sure to call us in the studio, or if you want to see it,
Get that premiere viewing.
or just call the 577, whatever the number is. You know it, right? What is it, D?
577-2600. Yeah.
Or call us in the studio.
What's that number?
That was 733-5968.
Okay.
You can talk to us live about the house, and we'll tell you a little more details. But beautiful home, great neighborhood,
Some of it has an option.
Summerlin, next to parks, great schools,
Walking-
everything.
Walk your kids to school, bike the kids to school.
It doesn't get a
Greenways.
And at $319,900, we're just a tad over the FHA, correct?
So if you have a little down payment money, you can still.
Just-
get that.
You're a little more than a tad.
Just a
but-
smidgen, just like about
19.5.
19.5 smidgen. Right.
You're about $100 away.
And if you're VA today,
all in,
no closing cost.
None.
You don't need no money, no closing costs. You're in to go. You're good to go.
And if you're conventional, you can put down as little as 3%. Normally, we like to see you put 5%, better interest rate, better mortgage insurance factor, makes more sense. Call us today. We'd be happy to give you a showing on that house, discuss financing options for you. All right, guys, 733-KXNT, 733-5968 to reach us in the studio. We'd love to hear from you. All right, what else is on the docket?
Financing options, just want to highlight a couple of families that we helped last month get into homes.
Okay.
One family, they were radio listeners. They were renting for 10 years. So 10 years, whether they're jumping around, they were able to get the down payment assistance program in Summerlin and basically move their family of 4 into their own home without a down payment. The appraisal came in a little bit lower, so we had to make some adjustments, but that's one example of somebody getting into a home who's been paying their bills on time, has decent credit, but just they don't have all the money to make the deal work. We made that deal.
And let's talk about, after I take this call, the VA gentleman that called us, that's got to move right away. Probably should have called us a little earlier. Okay. We won't give out his name, but let's get Javier on the phone. What's happening, Javier? Hey, what's up, Javier? I had a feeling this might be you.
That's just you talking.
Hey, Poppy, we had a phone call for you. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hello, how you doing? This is David.
I wish, Javier, I could answer that question with 100% accuracy. But if I could, I would not be doing this radio show because I'd be trading bonds and I'd be on the beach in Mexico right now. But here's the deal. Right now, rates are trending in the right direction, meaning lower, and it's been that way for the last few weeks. And on Friday, we broke through an important technical indicator. We're hitting close to the 200-day moving average, which could be our new floor. And I'm kind of getting a little crazy here, but what that means is we could start seeing rates really start to drop in the right direction again for another month, 2-3 months. Right now we're the average rate's still a little over 4%, but that could change. I think that right now government loans under 4%, conventional a little right at 4% depending on credit score. So good news is that even if they start to go up a little bit, and you're never going to see these types of interest rates again in our generation. So jump on board, Big Poppy, and let's get you financed or refinanced. I knew who that was.
Yeah. We have another caller.
We have another caller. We're so happy.
Caller.
So really quick, Aaron, we had a gentleman call in from the show. He's a vet. His credit score wasn't real good. Kind of maxed out credit cards. He was right at the 620-ish level, right, Dennis?
His wife's was 621. His med score was 630.
But we needed her income they wanted like a $350,000 house too, and we had to do what's called a manual underwrite, because you know how we do our files. We take a full application, we run it through an automated underwriting system.
Right.
Desktop underwriting for Fannie Mae.
And if you get
loan
that,
prospector for Freddie Mac, we get that. That's your ticket to underwriting, and you're good to go. We just have to meet those conditions, and assuming we put in all the right information, then that's your ticket to homeownership.
That manual.
But sometimes you don't get an approval, but you can refer. You can basically say, I will not stand for this. Refer, and we are going to our underwriter Kathy, and she is going to manually underwrite this file and ignore the automated
and look at all the strengths of that this person has.
Underwriting. Yes,
the robot computer can't see.
And the bottom line is, if you make some
creative,
if you meet a certain criteria for a VA or FHA loan, you can go manual underwrite. One of them is you have to verify your rent, and there's a certain debt to income ratio level that you have to meet. And normally, if you do all that and the file's strong and it's
you paid your rent on time,
yeah, you're good.
Is this automatic like underwriting machine? Is it like a computer program?
It's very
high.
Like, have you ever talked to that computer? Like, or do you?
It takes too much time when I do it. I'm cursing it out.
Does it have a
Hurry
voice?
up,
Or?
will ya?
I got a call, but it's pretty phenomenal.
Is
I mean,
it?
when you can take a file and in about 10 seconds, boom, it spits out approval, all your conditions. I need this, and
Amazing.
it is amazing. Let's take a quick call here. Keith, how are you? Welcome to Real Estate Live. I'm good, man. You thinking about buying a house? I'm looking at the notes here. Yeah, that's hot.
Beautiful over there. Very hot.
I do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Inspirada is a very hot community. People love it. The parks are popping up around there. The schools are being built. I think it's
I
definitely
think
going to be
it's
like
the
an
new
anthem.
hit master plan community.
Yeah.
Like the sprout off in Green Valley, like Anthem, Seven Hills, like Inspirada will be a well-known community.
Is that like
Like,
west of the Henderson? Like where?
you're asking the wrong guy. I don't have no
AT,
sense of direction.
Inspirada.
Oh, you're going to ask me north, south.
You're
Let's ask the
asking other wrong
listener.
guy.
We're trying to.
I believe it's
Keith, is it
south,
west?
southeast of Anthem.
I live on the north side, so I only go to Dustin's house to drink.
Yeah, it's right
Okay.
next
Okay.
to Anthem. Yeah.
So I still don't know if that's west. Yeah.
Yeah, it's behind the M.
Oh, okay.
Behind the,
Okay, yeah, that's
right there.
Keith, what kind of house you looking for? How many square feet? Okay. Okay. Is it brand new? Okay. Who's the builder?
Just bought it.
Are you already in contract or are you just looking at it?
Oh, you want to wait till you take the real estate guy with you on that
Yeah,
one.
well, he's already signed in.
No, easy.
Oh,
I know them
okay.
all. Yeah, we could beat them up a little bit for some.
Do you have a real estate agent, Keith, or are you just representing yourself? Yeah, I'd like you to talk to Aaron. I mean, listen, everything's negotiable. I mean, they can offer you closing costs and then all of a sudden offer you the moon just because the bottom line is, he's going to go in there and beat them up. Like,
Well, he worked for the.
yeah, he works he knows all the
I
tricks
worked
of the
years
trade.
and years.
I
and
worked for
years.
builders for 5 years of the 21 years of my career. And out of those 5 years, I know how builders think. I know what they're offering, what they're not offering. I know the best time to give them an offer or not to give them an offer. So we can go in there and
It depends on the actual neighborhood to build out. You don't want to be the first one in there either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? You want to be, so you might necessarily want to be the last either, but so that's, we need to talk to you, Keith. I want Aaron to help you out, and more than likely we'll have a guy named Bart Sloan do this for you. He is Aaron's right-hand man on his team. This guy worked for 20 years for the builders. He actually hired Aaron.
he hired me. He was a vice president of sales manager for several.
His mouth's probably salivating as if he's listening to the show right now because he'll take
He's
you
probably
in there
headed
and
over there to
give you a
Oh,
better
yeah.
deal than you ever would have thought. Okay. Cool. Yeah, you got to do it right this time. And I listen, buying new, that's risky. Buying a resale right now, not so risky. So you just got to make sure. Now, I think Inspirada is a great community, and I think it's going to appreciate throughout the years. But you got to make sure you're getting the best deal because, listen, you're paying a premium buying that brand new house. That's for sure. So you better get some.
Just like a car.
Exactly. You got to get some incentives back, and you will. So, Keith, do us a favor. Write this phone number down. We've got your number as well. That's fine. We'll contact you. We're gonna have Bart and Aaron call you after the show. Okay?
Hey, Keith, thanks for calling, man. We look forward to talking to you and helping you out, huh?
Thanks. Keith.
All right, bro,
All right,
thanks.
Take care. And Keith, dude,
That's a classic
pull
example.
over right now and watch us on YouTube.
Pull it up on your iPhone.
.com/real estate live.
This ties into exactly what I opened the show with.
Yeah.
Being extraordinary. Aaron's just not going to take you there and
Are
sign
you going
up.
with both, or you just don't know which one?
I'm doing both. I don't know which one.
Extraordinary
Are you
individual.
not being decisive, or you just which one would
Hey,
you like
he's
to
the
go?
voice of reason. He can say
I
whatever
think
he
it's
wants.
extraordinary.
It goes to the point of what I'm trying to make here is that Aaron's just not going to drive you over there and slam you into a place. He's going to take the time,
Absolutely.
get you the best deal, negotiate properly, and do above and beyond what you really want to do. And that's what makes our team so great. So just giving props to everybody.
Thanks, brother.
All right. Speaking of that, let's cut to a break. Great call. Let's keep them coming, guys. 733-KXNT, 733-5968. PF Chang's on the line, guys. $50 gift certificate. Best caller. Whew, it's going to be tough to give this one out today.
Good ones.
577-2600. If you want to reach us in the office, need to speak to the real estate guy about any of your real estate needs or know the home loans. We'd love to hear from you guys. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Real Estate Live here, News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
We had how many people go on?
You're listening to Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
All right, we're back. Welcome to Real Estate Live here at News Radio 100.5 KXNT. Dustin DeHart here with Nova Home Loans live in the studio with the voice of reason, Dennis Schultz, also from Nova Home Loans, and of course the real estate guy, Aaron Taylor, and Big Poppy, David Ortiz. If you guys want to reach us in the studio, we'd love to hear from you. 733-KXNT, 733-5968. PF Chang's, guys, on the line. Best caller today, $50 from the real estate guy, Nova Home Loans. Or 577-2600 to reach us in the office. Let's get Nate on the phone. Nate, what's happening? Welcome to Real Estate Live.
Hey, Nate.
Brother. So you're talking about down payment assistance? Okay. Well, let's make sure that you're qualified. You got to be 3 years out from that foreclosure date for FHA. When was the foreclosure? 2012. Okay. So what month? Do you know? Oh, you're good.
So we're
okay. So and obviously you're 2 years out from your Chapter 7. How's your credit score, Nate? Okay. We need a 640. So boom, you qualify. Debt to income ratio. Let's talk about that. How much do you make a year, more or less? 67. You have car payments, student loans, credit card bill. How much is your car payment? 330. Okay, so 67. He makes $5,000 a month, 5 to 2. Probably qualifying off the top of my head for about the max FHA. probably in the 275, maybe even pushing the higher.
than 295.
Yeah, so what happens, Nate, it's as home as possible. You can buy anywhere in the state of Nevada. They're going to give you 4% down for your down payments. Okay. You're going to need a little money. You have to have money for earnest money and appraisal inspection. So more than likely you need about $1,500, $2,000 saved up. Do you have any money saved up at all? Ah, dude, you're good. Yeah.
What kind of payment do you want? How much?
Okay, so you're going to be in the 190, 200 range. Okay. And you might not listen. I got to sit down with you, Nate. I got to show you the ins and outs of the down payment assistance program because it does come with a higher interest rate. Okay, so if I'm going to show you the differences, and you're going to make the call, but we'll get you over to the real estate guy and his team. They'll beat up the seller to pay your closing costs.
We'll get them paid for you.
Well, that's for sure. But we'll show you because it might be better off for. Just with the lower interest rate, if you're going to stay in there for a while, we really need to sit down and make sure you're approved. Go through your credit score. We'll run your file again through an automated underwriting system, and I'd be happy to get you over to Aaron and his team. They'll find you the right house and get you going. Okay. Why don't you call us right now? Talk to John. We'll set up an appointment for me and Dennis to meet you next week at 577-2600. Nate, 577-2600. Hey, dude, you know what? I think Nate's at the top of the list for PF Chang's. Nate, you make sure you listen
right there.
Listen for the next 30 minutes because you, my friend, just got in first place. All right.
Nate, are you watching us online? Are you one of the viewers?
No, Nate, I don't blame you. So, thanks, Nate. I appreciate it.
Just a quick add-on story to that. We closed another down payment assistance.
It was 3 last month, right? 2 or 3.
So the closing cost, the real estate agent had negotiated the seller paid the closing costs, and so the buyers, the future homeowners, the buyers, they put $1,500 earnest money into the deal.
Okay.
When it closed, they got a check back for $1,000.
So it cost them $500 plus inspection appraisal. So about $1,000.
So
about $1,200 all in,
buy
right?
a home, it costs less than it would take to possibly rent with all the
security deposit. Crazy.
So I mean,
It's crazy.
we're making it happen here.
That's pretty good.
We are
That's
making
great.
it happen. Listen, we are on YouTube. Of course, we're making it happen. We're
going to get paid to be on YouTube. We're going to get, if we get to 1,000 viewers, we get a check for $3.62, I think.
That's unbelievable.
I'm gonna have to wear my star glasses.
YouTube's
now.
not just for tigers killing people. That's
It's not. You can watch us.
What is Big Poppy watches? I'm just gonna mess with you there. I'm kidding.
Big Poppy
happens.
with a hot pink shirt on. He looks like Big Poppy, sexy Poppy.
I
Big
do have.
Poppy's got a hangover so bad he's making me a little drunk in here. Schultz, you too.
It is like a
He's
nightclub
sweating like
scene.
a-
Look at this guy. He's
sweating
got
like
the
a-
designer jeans on. I'm schlep rocking over here. I got the Nova shirt and some Crocs.
Well, he just came back from the disco, Big Poppy.
Big Poppy is your new what do we call him?
Marketing guru.
Marketing
He
guru.
used to work for Google Analytics.
Yeah.
He is like the man. He's doing a great job for us. He just put us live
He did.
like that. Little test. Boom, we're there.
We're gonna broadcast on the moon. Probably.
So down payment assistance is still big.
Yeah, but it's not gonna
helping.
last forever.
Right, and that's why people need to call to take advantage of that.
Yeah, listen, these funds don't last forever. This program, guys, we've had down payment assistance forever. I mean,
It's
since
different program.
back in the eons with Nehemiah, and there's other programs. It's not in it.
It's
A
simple.
wide encompassing. If you only make, we asked him what he made a year. You have to make under 95.5 combined household income. Check. He's 67. You need at least a 640. He's a 660. Check. Got to have a little bit of money. He's got $8,000. Check. And his debt to income ratio has got to be around 45%. He wants a payment of $1,300. Check.
FICO score good.
He's gonna get his down payment paid for. But we're gonna go over all his options. He might not want to go that route, and that's thankfully he called the show, and we're gonna give him all of the information he needs to make the right decision.
Well,
right?
just like one of Aaron's clients, Mark Merrill's, one of Aaron Taylor's real estate agents on his team, he sent us a client that we went over both options, either the down payment assistance or no down payment assistance. Now for him, he wanted a little slightly higher sales price, and so the debt to income ratio was higher. Nevertheless, we worked it out. He's actually in contract right now, or trying
Perfect.
to negotiate. So
I hear music.
it'll happen.
Here we go.
All right, we do got to cut to a break, guys, but we are coming up to hour number 3, giving away PF Chang's gift certificate. We are still on YouTube, believe it or not. There's 5 people, I can't believe it, actually watching us. God bless your souls. 733-KXNT, 733-5968 to reach us in the studio. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Real Estate Live here, News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
necessarily reflect the opinions of KXNT or CBS Radio. This is Real Estate Live.
Welcome back to Real Estate Live, everybody. This is Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy, with the host of Real Estate Live, Dustin DeHart from Nova Home Loans, and the voice of reason, Dennis Schultz, Nova Home Loans extraordinaire. We'd like to hear from you today, so we'd like some calls. The show is all about you. Please call us here at the studio at 702-733-KXNT. or 702-733-5968, or call us at the office. We got people standing by waiting to hear your questions or take your number at 577-2600. And here we go. We're back in action live on YouTube. You can actually go to YouTube and put in tinyurl.com/real estate live. No dancing involved, Dennis. No.
What do we do?
Dancing, none of that.
We got 5 still hanging in there.
We have 5 viewers right now.
5 people.
That means, tinyurl.com/real estate live. And I have a question for you on mortgages, by the way. We were just talking about the assisted program. What's the name of the payment assisted program? Can you own a house and use that program? Can you have like a house?
Yes and no.
Tell me how that works, because
You can if the new house you're going to buy is going to be your primary residence, and you can qualify with both payments.
so you can actually rent the house you're in now and qualify for another house and have no down payment.
Absolutely.
That's incredible.
We got a lot of calls. Let's get to them. Ray, what's happening? Welcome to Real Estate Live. Ray.
Are you there, Ray?
There he is. You can't. Can you hear me? This is like our last that one call. Never mind. Ray, what's happening? Of course. Yeah, Ray, why don't you do this right now? John, my right-hand man,
From Jersey.
Dennis, is from Jersey. He would love to talk to your parents.
He's from Bricktown.
Everybody
Jersey.
from Jersey, even if he doesn't crunch numbers or whatever, they want to hear from John. John would love to talk to them. Give them some great advice, and then I can follow up with them if need be. Okay? Why don't you call them at 577-2600, 577-2600. Okay? Thanks, Ray. All right, let's take another call here. Al, what's happening? Welcome to Real Estate Live. We're doing good.
What's up, Al?
Arm.
Is that adjusted yet? Okay.
Is that your primary, or you rented it out, correct? Okay.
How much you go?
Possibly. You'd have to qualify through HARP, the Home Affordable Refinance Program. So we'd have to look up the property. It hasn't been sold to Fannie or Freddie, and it's pretty easy, Al. You could actually go online and say, Google, does Fannie Mae own my property, and then plug in the numbers, or that doesn't work, then type in Google, does Freddie Mac own my property, Now, if one of those GSEs does own it, you're in the right date period where we could refinance you even if you're upside down. But Al, we really need to sit down, maybe refinance not the move for you. Maybe it's a short sale so you can talk to Aaron Taylor as well. Being that upside down, I mean, I'll show you what interest rates are for the rental property. Maybe it makes sense, maybe it doesn't. But if you don't qualify for HARP, at the end of the day, we probably need to get you over to see Aaron Taylor to at least discuss, doing a short sale and getting rid of that property.
What are you getting for rent? About 1,100?
What's your payment on it, Al? Dude, that's not an investment property. That's called a liability property.
Yeah, he owes 172.
Hey, he's not even cash flowing right now, barely.
Well, the HOA is 1,200 a year too.
Yeah, and then maintenance and everything else. I mean, you're kind of throwing money away. I'd love to do a HARP refinance for you. We'll easily find out if it qualifies. And if it does, we'll sit down and we'll go through all the options. But I still want you to go see Aaron Taylor and at least look at a short sale, and you then make the right decision for yourself. Okay? But both those options are sound options for you. I thought you owed.
No, he owes 172. It's worth 190.
Al, I'm retarded. I apologize.
No, so it might even be worth 200 depending on.
Oh, so maybe we just sell it if you want to get at it.
Well, he probably, if he owes 172, he probably wants to keep it.
Definitely refinance.
Just needs to get
it was upside down.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm sitting here watching YouTube, not listening to you. I'm sorry.
What's your rate?
Why can't you refinance?
He might be able to get a 205 appraisal, Dennis.
What do you mean take a hit? What does that mean?
He doesn't think he has enough equity.
So he said he owes 187.
No,
it's worth
172. He owes
172. It's worth what, Al? Okay, well, even if it's HARP, it doesn't matter. So it's still a HARP.
90% LTV right now.
Huh?
90% LTV.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. But we're going to make sure that you qualify. It had been sold to Fannie or Freddie. Okay. So HARP's the only way. You can't refinance a rental property with 10% equity. That's not going to work. Okay. So we got to see if you qualify for HARP. Okay. So Al, call John right now. 577-2600. We're going to talk to you when we get out of the show. We'll look it up to see if it does qualify for HARP, and if it does, we'll schedule a mortgage tune-up and get you in the office. Okay. And guess what? We're going to pay for your appraisal. But, dude, Al, there's no appraisal needed on HARP, so we're going to have to pay for something else for you. Maybe we'll give them $50 gift certificate. How about that, Dennis? Nice. Thanks for the call, Al. We appreciate it. 577-2600. We got time for another call. Yep. Sue, what's happening? Welcome to Real Estate Live.
Hey, I have listings out there in Pahrump. We love Pahrump.
Take it easy.
Whoa.
Hey, I have about Nick.
Well, one thing I do say, Sue, Pahrump's normally just good for hookers and fireworks. So.
Nah, come on, Dustin. He's just kidding.
I bought my hound dogs in Pahrump. So
I have 7 listings in Pahrump right now.
7?
We love Pahrump.
Well, listen, Sue. If your goal is to get a lot of land and like a single family, not a lot of neighbors around you, which people do love, Pahrump's it, and you can get
you can get 2.5 acres, 1,500 square foot home for the low to mid 100s.
Wow, still really? You thinking about selling them?
Well, I would love to help you. I do a lot of business in Pahrump. I love playing golf in Pahrump. Unlike Dustin, I go down there for other things.
Well, when you go down there, I want some Roman candles. Okay? Can you bring those back?
No.
So we do talk about Pahrump from time to time. We tried to look at to see if Pahrump.
Well, maybe we could list that
I
property
wanted to
and
see
put
if
it on the show.
a USDA loan would work there, but my branch manager said it isn't considered rural.
Logandale, but not.
That's too bad. That would be fantastic.
Are you renting them out right now? No, so you.
Are they free and clear, Sue?
Yeah, so you're done with the tenants, and now you want to sell them and get the money, and
I don't blame you.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we'll sell it
definitely
for
help
you.
you.
We'll blast it on the radio. We'll do a real estate live drive out to Pahrump, buy some fireworks, and sell Sue's house. All right, so we're gonna set off some M80s when
That's
when
what we're gonna
we
do.
that. All right.
Love that.
We're gonna bypass the Cherry Ranch.
Yep.
We're gonna bypass
Well,
that. We're gonna go right by it to the
Right
fireworks
to the fireworks.
and to the homes.
We won't even look in that direction.
We're not even
Right.
gonna. No, we're gonna.
We're all professionals here. Sue.
Don't look.
All right?
That a girl. See.
So we love you. So
The
Sue,
blinders are
I
on.
think Sue just went to. Sue don't gonna go to PF Chang's. Sue, do you? You don't.
There's-
Yeah, I know. Well, guess what?
She'll spend $50 in gas to get out here to go get it.
You got to drive out here though. Are you good with that? Sue, you just won $50 to PF Chang's. Sue, how about that?
She won.
She won.
Is she the winner?
She's the winner. Yes.
Congratulations, Sue.
Well,
Yeah.
We'll mail it to you, Sue. You don't have to drive.
No, I'm gonna take it down to her when we list the house. When we list her places, we'll take it to her.
All right, so there you go. Aaron's gonna, when he comes down to see the properties, he'll bring it to you. All right. God bless you, Sue. But we're
We're
gonna
gonna reach out to you.
we got your phone number. He's gonna reach out to you today. Okay. Oh well, here. Why don't you write my number down? You ready to copy, young lady?
We don't want you to say your number on the air because you'll get all those Pahrump people out there calling you.
Sue, I want you to call 702-577-2600. That's it. 2600. Yeah, and tell the guy that answers the phone you need to see Aaron Taylor and that you won PF Chang's, okay? All right, Sue.
Thanks, Sue, for calling.
Wow, I didn't appreciate you beating us up about Pahrump.
She kind of jumped at us a little bit right there at first.
She slapped us around.
She
and we-
gave us a jab, a Ronda Rousey takedown. It's all right.
She set us straight.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple guys in here that are widen out enough.
You know what? I'm gonna ride my neighbor's horse down to Pahrump when I come see her. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right, so we got to go. Appreciate it. All right. Let's
Bye,
cut to
Sue.
a quick break. 733-KXNT,
Come back to you, Franklin.
733-5968. We do have some callers. We'll get back to you after the break. Or if you want to reach to the office like Sue, 577-2600. You're listening to Real Estate Live here on News Radio
Damn,
KXNT.
cold.
I'm gonna be that big.
All right, we're on.
Let's do it. I got pee.
You're listening to Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart.
Big D. Big D.
100.5 KX.
All right, welcome back to Real Estate Live here on News Radio 100.5
Welcome back.
KXNT. What kind of music is this?
I'm so
It's like-
freaking cold right now.
Yeah,
It's
it's only 55.
you have it at like 56 degrees in this place.
You gotta keep it cool. Keep you on your pit bull.
Jeez. We've had 50 people so far have tuned in to YouTube and seen us. What do you think of that?
That's pretty incredible.
Just as a test,
Wait till I get on.
50 people.
733 KXNT 733-5968 to reach us in the studio, or 577-2600. Franklin, what's happening? Whoa. Oh,
What's
hey,
up?
Franklin's back. What's going on?
Franklin.
USDA loan.
Expound.
Feel like meat.
We can try. I've done one in my whole career.
In certain geographic areas. of Nevada.
If the property is deemed rural in a rural area, it qualifies for a USDA loan.
Primary residence.
Big Poppy, you listening to me?
Primary choice.
Yeah.
He's like,
Prime choice.
I was thinking about
100%
Right.
financing. You can actually finance the closing costs. Phenomenally low interest rate. It's a phenomenal program. The
Decent
problem is
credit, though.
Las Vegas there's
There's
nothing in Clark County that will work for
But Mesquite, Logandale,
it. Mhm.
all day
Oh
long.
yeah. Amargoso.
Yeah.
Sounds like a beefy loan.
Eli? Is it Ellie or Eli? Anyways, Franklin, did that answer your question? Sure, bro. Go ahead.
Absolutely. An investment property is good in a lot of places, but you have to keep in mind what you're trying to buy it for. Are you looking for that investment property?
Mesquite's.
Did he hang
phenomenal.
up?
I actually, we're doing some marketing with some real estate
Where'd he
agents.
go?
He hung up. So.
What happened? Did you hang up on him?
No,
I was just getting going. No.
But
You still-
Mesquite,
still answer
dude, I went out to
questions.
Mesquite about a couple months ago. And I was shocked at how nice Mesquite is.
You're
I mean, it's
buying some
beautiful.
M80s?
Yeah, I mean,
Roman candles.
we send out a lot of direct marketing in there for
You see out
USDA
there?
loans, but I don't. I mean, it's a golf. You would love it there.
I do.
There's golf
I play
courses
golf there.
everywhere.
William Lyons Homes has a community out there with a great
Mhm.
golf course.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for it. I mean, I don't really know anything about Logandale or these other whatever, but I think Mesquite's definitely somewhere that you could speculate and think that's going to continue to appreciate in value. And I know that a lot of what are they called, snowbirds from other states come down, you know, in the winter because they're sick of shoveling snow in their driveway, and they get a nice little second home out there. I mean, I'm all for it buying out there. So
Just again, it depends on, are you buying it for appreciation? You're buying it for
Yeah,
cap rate? You're
yeah.
buying it for long haul?
right.
For 15 years, like we talked about last week. The prices are less out there. The rents are a little less, but the cap rate should still be good and good investment.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mhm.
I
great.
like that neighborhood.
Which neighborhood?
Mesquite.
Well, it's not. Is it a neighborhood?
Well,
Or?
it's kind of like a little tiny village.
A lot of
He just
retired,
called Mesquite.
retired people in Mesquite.
Mesquite are gonna
Big
call up and
retirement
throw you up.
community in Mesquite.
Huh? You
It's
go
less than what you said about Pahrump. Right?
Don't
You
start
didn't even
talking.
mention
GDP.
Hey,
You didn't
Love
mention-
monkeys and fireworks.
We have more viewers now than we've ever had, and you're gonna
What?
get rid of all
We've
of our
got
viewers in
watching-
Mesquite and
so-
Pahrump.
There's
USDA
8 people watching on
loans.
YouTube. tinyurl.com
Yes.
/real estate live. Hey now, there you go.
Oh, and they're actually in
So-
Pahrump
so
too.
USDA loans.
They're in Pahrump.
In some areas, we can do in Boulder City as well. So if
Okay.
you have an interest in a USDA loan,
We have to look at the map on their
There's
website,
a
see if
map.
see if it qualifies, and there you go, right?
we disqualify you and do the regular roll, and that's it. We get your property. So if you want that cattle ranch,
So let's go back to some of the numbers. Let's recap kind of what happened last month, Dennis. We had 3,400-ish sales.
3,468
A little bit down from the month before, but that's not drastic, right, Aaron? That's not nothing.
No,
That's not nothing to really start to freak out about, right?
as of this morning,
Go
right this morning, current single-family residential homes in the market, 8,100 10,187. And why do I think Ken
That's an
is
increase.
making faces behind me?
He's
not. He's not.
Hold on, did that go up or that go down?
That's only single-family residential houses, 8,187 townhouses and condos, 1875 for a total of drum.
No, Kim's.
10,062. It's went up a
Awesome.
tad. Went up a little bit, yeah.
Kim
That's
doesn't
good
actually
news.
listen to the
That's
show.
good. More options.
Yeah, more options, more to
More
to
options
buy.
for buyers.
Still
I
very
don't blame
strong
you,
though. I mean, look, 3,000
I don't really.
3,000 single-family home sales in 1 month. That's
You have to remember one
that's
thing.
less than 3-month
The
inventory.
boomerang buyers are coming in full force.
Boomerang. Whoa. gosh.
Oh,
So that
boy.
number you're talking about, the increase in the supply is going to be muted by the wave of people that are now entering
The marketplace.
The market, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
and essentially, that's still a healthy market. Time to buy, time
As
to
long as
sell.
sales go up and the inventory goes up, everything's gradually. It's less than 5
That's a fair
months of
market right
inventory
now.
is
Yeah.
a good market. And we have
You know,
less than 3 months.
You're going to get a good deal if you're buying. You're going to sell at a fair price and get a great deal if you're selling. I mean, that's the bottom line. So, hey, listen, if you're in that $400,000 range above that, well, if you're a buyer, you know what? You probably
Got some options.
you do, and you got a little negotiating power as a seller. Those houses are sitting on the market longer. It's going to take a little more marketing strategy.
As a buyer, they should know when they're making offers, 49.8%, 50%, right? 50% of the homes are listed less than 30 days.
Is that right? Well,
Less than 30 days.
because they're priced right. and
Priced right. I'll tell you what, if a house looks good,
It should sell in 30 days.
it sells the first 3 people who walk in.
Right,
Even if
right.
it's a tad overpriced, they still want it. Now you
That's
gotta,
true.
I just had a house 2 weeks ago. We had an issue with appraisal problems. I know we've talked about that in the past.
Yes.
They wanted a certain amount of money. The house looked like a model home.
Okay.
I met the appraiser out there. I met the appraiser to do my thing, right? Tell the
So you
appraiser,
slipped them 100.
well, actually a little more. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, slipped him a few
We're
bucks.
kidding. You did not
Now
do
we
that.
are kidding. But
He probably hugged them.
no, I did my job. I met him out there, showed him some comps, told him where I was coming from.
Did you hug it out?
And I think we did hug it out. I think we got a little more than market value because we did our thing. And but still, it was under what we listed the house for. So then the buyer and the seller had a couple choices. Number one, take the appraised value, right?
Right.
Number two, the buyer could pay the difference
Right.
in cash from the sales price to the appraised value. Or number three, they can both go their own way and we can start over. But the seller needs to know, now we're waiting for a cash buyer or waiting
Yeah,
for
because
someone
it's
to pay
probably
the
an
difference.
FHA loan, right? So that
FHA,
deal.
VA, exactly.
Well, so if it's an FHA loan, what happens is that appraisal sticks for 4 months.
There's an FHA
So
case
any-
number
Yeah,
and it's
any other
there.
guy that wants to buy that house using FHA are going to use that appraisal.
Yeah.
Same thing with VA. So your seller's kind of in a predicament, and I get it. It's the nicest house on the block, but that doesn't necessarily turn into value on an appraisal because at the end of the day, they're going to look at comps, and just because you have gold faucets doesn't mean you get.
Right. I think a good segment next week, we should talk a
You
little
need to
bit
get an
about
appraiser in, actually.
get an appraiser and talk a little bit on what not to do to overvalue your house in the neighborhood. Because there are certain things that people do. You're one of them.
They over improve.
They over improve, like Dustin over here bought his house for $62,000 and put $400,000 into it, and
That
now
was just one bathroom.
right now it's worth $120. He's into it like $600,000. But no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, let's not talk about that next week.
That's not a little sore subject.
That's boring.
Little. Does it hit home?
No.
Is your wife gonna
Talk
call and
about-
just get like infuriated?
All right, let's cut to a break. Guys, you got us for 30 more minutes. We'd love to hear from you in the studio. 733-596-8733 KXNT, or we'd love to hear from you in the office. Giving away a free appraisal with a free mortgage tune-up if you do refinance with us today. Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy,
Real
helping
estate
everybody
guy.
out. If you need to rent, buy, sell, short sell, whatever it is, give them a call right now, 577-2600, 577-2600. We'll be back after this. You listen to Real Estate Live.
Are you pausing that? Is it paused?
Do you want me to pause it?
That was a good segment.
No, don't pause it.
All right. Behind the scenes action. Ready, set, go.
Behind the scenes, here we are.
We have 6 viewers. We got 6 viewers listening to us right
Not
now.
only are we not live on the radio, but we're live on YouTube right now. So people get to see what we talk about and how we screw off and what we say and
Screw off.
mess around. Talk about whatever. That was a good segment, wasn't it, Dennis?
I thought it was.
I thought it was really good. We
I
had some
thought-
good
I thought it was
information.
bad. Didn't you, Big Poppy? Huh?
I wasn't paying attention.
I know.
I'm
I'm
trying
very
to.
hungover.
Yes. I mean, it's.
It's all right.
We probably should
It's
tout
very boring.
per up more often. If the prices are lower out there and people can, they can't find anything in Vegas, we should probably.
I have a few listings in Mesquite right now and about
I
7
don't
literally
even
in
think
Pahrump.
about that.
We do a
That's-
lot in Pahrump. I mean, they took a beating. I mean,
Pahrump
they
did?
did. Oh, yeah.
So that's
They took
good.
a beating. There's just not that many
I've never been there.
buyers, in Pahrump. They're just not.
I mean,
There's no
Like,
reason.
when I
Anytime I
think
go to Pahrump, I play golf.
Yeah.
I figure if I'm
I
going to
went to
drive
the Forest
45
Driving
minutes.
School out there. That was awesome.
is it a nice course?
Yeah, the William Lyon course is pretty nice. The public course is okay.
I think I'll be able to beat you in a golf in about a year.
Yeah, good luck with that.
You never
Good
know.
luck with that, Big Poppy.
If I learn how to putt, I bet you I can do it. But the thing is putting. Putting is the hardest part about golf.
Look at Dustin's head. He's kind of red and shiny.
No, I know. Then next week he's gonna be up there. So then wear something that shows those arms.
Hey, I heard this term. I hope the viewers don't mind listening on YouTube, but
We got 7 of them.
I was out to dinner with a friend, and he was talking about glazing his biscuits. I have to tell powdering his biscuits. Oh, here we go. Let's do it.
All right, welcome back to Real Estate
We're back.
Live for News Radio 100.5 KXNT. We're glazing biscuits in here. Yeah. Dustin Hart here with Nova Home Loans, live in the studio with Dennis Schultz. Also from Nova Home Loans and the real estate guy, Aaron Taylor. Guys, we'd love to hear from you in the studio at 733-KXNT, 733-5968. You guys, for about 30 more minutes, give us a call, pick our brain, whatever's on your mind. Had some great calls today, really, really good calls. If you want to take advantage of that mortgage tune-up and free appraisal today, and I highly suggest you do it. Rates are coming down again. And I think next week we're going to have another good week of interest rates. Heading in the right direction. Technical pointers are indicating that we're starting to see a new floor. Mortgage bond pricing, and we might pick up another 1/8 of a point next week alone. I mean,
So what that means
looking good.
to our listeners is, if you're buying, well, we may be able to give you some lender credits. If you're refinancing, we may be able to give you some lender credits, or save you more.
or a lower interest rate.
Lower rate.
Depends on what's your need or what you're looking for. I'm looking on the YouTube here, guys, and you know how on the
Someone
bottom
just
I'll
asked
show
me.
other things kind of that are equivalent to what we have.
What do you mean?
Like,
What are you talking about?
well, one of them says
The views or
the
the
real
top?
estate radio experts. So I kind of want to go on that, see what this guy's all about, but I can't. 'Cause I'm
Just
hosting a radio show.
Are they on YouTube?
Yes.
Like us?
No, it's just a YouTube clip of a
Oh.
real estate radio expert. So
How many radio? I want to know how
and
many.
he had 10,000 views.
How many radio shows in Las Vegas are on YouTube live streaming? One.
That's right. Well, man, I don't know.
I think there's only one. We're
I
going to
think
start
so.
something. Everybody's going to do it now. Bob Massey's going to do it.
He's already
And-
on TV.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah, but
he
he's
does a
on
radio
YouTube.
show. I
He's gonna
think
go on YouTube.
they're going to go on YouTube and they're going to try to take us to the next level. We already got the jump on them. Next week, watch.
All right, let's go to the voice of reason, Aaron, because we need some actual subjects, some
more
stuff.
stats.
What's on your mind, Dennis? You always have some good fire.
Well, last month, we worked our tails off. We had a bunch of people calling in from the radio. We had, people referring us from real estate agents giving us transactions. People, when they're out there buying a house, I frequently get calls. Hey, Dennis, this is the house we're looking at. What's the payment? What's it going to be? Here's what we want to do. We spend time before they even offer a property, just working on the numbers, the particulars, trying to cement, that deal for our buyers, our borrowers, the proper investment for that home. And that's kind of what I've been busy doing the whole month, is just call after call. Dennis, I'm looking, what should I do? What about this? What about that? One thing I do see, though, is people that fall in love with a house. You probably see this, Aaron. They just can't let it go. They went out looking for a property. that they shouldn't be looking at. They fell in love with it. They're not qualified because of one reason or another.
Well, that's why you always have to get pre-approved first. That's where, Aaron, I'm sure you've seen this in your career.
People think emotionally.
Right, or they think they
and what you guys.
Well, what about they think they can qualify for a $300,000 house, and they're out there looking for a $300,000 house, and they've actually looked at 5 or 6 of them, and then the real estate agent goes, all right, well, now you need to call Nova Home Loans or whomever and get pre-qualified, and they don't qualify anywhere near $300,000.
We have them call you first.
Exactly.
That's
because what
okay.
happens?
It's a waste of their time.
Right. But now they're looking at a house that's much inferior in their minds, and they're never going to be as happy with it. They're disappointed that they don't qualify for that much.
And
where if they would have just started,
sometimes.
they do. They don't understand
How
why.
dare you, Dennis, for not qualifying you for more? I mean, I hear that sometimes. But
Ken, let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
From one lender to the next, is the qualifying different?
It can be, absolutely. I've had many people come to me and say a certain lender pre-qualified me for only 180, and we took a look and maybe added back some depreciation or did this or whatever we did, and they were like, no, you're 220, you're fine.
Because there's
Or they
tricks
have
of the trade.
overlays of debt to income ratios that we don't. Yeah, but more often than not, we're all going to be in the same wheelhouse. But if you get like a major institution, I won't name any names like Wells Fargo or Bank of America. Oops, that was an accident. And then sometimes they're going to be a lot more conservative with how they pre-qualify somebody. Well, listen, I'm not bashing these institutions or the people that work with them.
Sure you are.
But I kind of am. They don't have to be licensed. Do you guys know that? When you work at a major bank, at a bank, you don't have to be a licensed loan officer.
It's a less scrutinized
So,
licensing process.
You're not working with a true mortgage professional, in my opinion. So at times, they've made a mistake, and we looked at it and go, no, this is what you're really pre-qualified for. And sometimes the other way. Sometimes I've seen people say, I'm pre-qualified for $300,000, and they come to us and we're like,
I don't pre-qualify at all.
Yeah, exactly. You're not buying a house. You did a short sale 2 years ago or a year ago, or you wrote all your income off, or whatever it is. But the bottom line is, Aaron, you got to get pre-qualified.
You have to.
Right? I mean, there's
That's
no
the
more
first
monkey
step.
around.
The numbers are everything.
Why even go look at houses? Just
Right.
get pre-qualified, get the ball rolling, and on the YouTube right now, I'm looking at you. You should, now that people are watching us or viewing us, I just got a text from some friends of mine, Roger and Adele. They said,
Hi, Roger.
hey, they said we're one of your 7 viewers right now
Yeah.
that are watching.
I said,
And-
hey, handsome.
They were asking if you would show your muscles.
Yeah, sorry.
If you would just stand up,
It's hard
show,
not for Dustin. to
show
get
your muscles.
bulging out of his
I mean,
shirt.
just raise your arm and show your muscles.
If anybody doesn't know what Dustin's physique
Here's the
is,
problem.
There you go.
You know what? We can move this. I mean, that's not a problem.
Stand up, show your muscles right here,
Dustin's
Justin. Go ahead.
biceps are
Let's see it.
enormous.
Let's see it.
All right, there you go. All right.
Oh,
Huge.
Huge.
Dustin's being modest.
Belbus
Oh.
being gorged.
Bronze
I
and
got-
bronze.
I have a
Nothing
stressful
over
job, and I take it out on weights every morning. All right, let's clean this up. Serious. All right, so what have we talked about today? Huh?
What have we not
Besides
talked
YouTube
about?
and monkeys and fireworks.
Well, we were
Veronica,
just
Steve.
finishing up on why it's important to get with the lender first, because
Thanks.
when they give us a call on the phone, we
What's the
actually
reason?
we communicate with the real estate agents. Hey, here's what this guy can do. We're setting them up for success.
So once let me throw it back to AT. So once a first time home buyer or anybody, they've been pre-approved with us, and now they're ready to go shopping. Kind of walk them through that experience. So if whether or not it's you or if it's somebody on your
One of my
great team,
team,
I mean, what can they expect? Do they come in the office? Do they have to come in the office?
We would absolutely want them to come in the office, and there's some do's and don'ts when you shop for a house.
Mhm.
And I'm going to make a long story very short. How's that?
You're very good at that.
I'm going to make it very short. But we like to bring them in the office,
Yeah.
put them in front of the monitor, get in the MLS with them, put their
What's the
criteria,
MLS?
multiple listing service where every home in Las Vegas is listed on,
Unless it's for sale by owner.
unless
right?
it's for sale by owner. And those
Oh,
are
wait.
usually about 20% higher, and
Okay.
the routine there. That's another segment, right?
But that's a real estate agent's, that's their number one thing they're going to. the MLS,
It's a
right?
resource.
That's like our loan origination system.
Or
You're always on your MLS.
Or
right?
like we have 100 and something listings, 100+ listings.
100.
We go to our own inventory.
So that's a huge deal right there.
Yeah,
so
we
let's not overlook that. So what he's saying is because he's got so much inventory, you become a
VIP
a VIP buyer. You're going to get first look at those properties. So that's a big deal.
But a lot of buyers, like you approve them at 300. And they have this dream of getting this 3,000 square foot home in Summerlin with a pool and spa and on a half acre. And that's what they want, 3-car garage.
But that doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
Right.
So we keep it real. We put them in front of the MLS. We do it
keep it
together. We keep it real.
We show them the numbers.
We show them what's out there. And now they have to make adjustments.
Right.
And
Emotionally.
Do you get jiggy with it too?
sometimes.
Do you keep it real?
You want me to do my Michael Jackson moonwalk
All right,
now?
here
I'm
we
gonna
go.
do
Here
it.
we go.
Here I go. I'm doing it. Ready?
I
Here we
see.
go.
Yeah. That's great radio. Does he know we're on the radio?
Yeah, but YouTube.
There's 5 people on YouTube.
It just jumped to
There's
15.
13,000 people.
It
listening
just
on the
jumped to 15 viewers.
You just lost a viewer.
All right, so let's get back to this. So once they're pre-approved, they come in the office, they sit down. The more that they quantify on what they want, meaning I have to have a pool.
Area first.
I have to have, okay, it's the area first.
Area
that's the most
first.
important,
Price
right?
range second.
Right.
Bedrooms third.
Mhm.
Pool. Square footage. Then we go to the big
Then you start going to-
3-car garage.
To
Wish list. It's
right?
a wish list.
I want
is what it
RV
is.
parking, but it's
And then you show them reality.
Then we show them exactly. And sometimes the wish list comes true for them.
now there's a lot of times I want to be
I
in
can
a
see
certain
that.
area, but I'm not going to give up the square footage. I'm not going to give up the fact that I want a pool, and I can only qualify for a certain amount. Well, what has to give? Normally the area, right?
Yeah, the area. We have to
so
move
you're
the
going to
area.
have to go to a different area.
And you know what's crazy in this town? Probably most towns, but I only know Las Vegas. The difference in price per square
I
foot
thought you knew Pahrump.
from Nevada. How's that? Nevada. The
Keep it
difference
real.
in price per square feet from zip code 89135 and zip code 89129, which is 5 miles away. It's just amazing. You're
It's a huge
$50 a foot.
Ooh.
It's just amazing. So, area is key. And in real estate, you hear location, location, location. Beyond location, you have to start sacrificing location for square footage, price.
Right. Maybe you're not going to get a pool. Okay, well, you
Right,
can
what
stay in
fits
this
your
area,
family.
but you got to start to give stuff up, right?
2-car garage, just as good. It has to work if you can't get a 3-car. And we educate you and go from there. And then when our agents or myself take you out looking at houses,
So that's the next step. So now we've narrowed down our criteria. We're on a search. We found a house we like. Now here's where the business part starts. Okay, I love this house. I want to make an offer. That's when the true good buyers agents know how to negotiate. They're going to call up the other listing agent. They're going to get a feel for what's going on, right? I mean, do you have any other offers? Where are you at? I mean, you're going to have to do some digging.
Well,
right?
the listing agent, and I know this firsthand because we have so many listings, is the first thing I look at when I get that offer is I look at who the agent is. And do I know that agent? And does that agent bring qualified buyers to me?
Right.
When Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy, and his team bring a buyer to the table, that listing agent knows 100%
They're good to go.
that they're approved through Nova Home Loans and they're good to
Are
go.
you trying to say other agents bring unqualified borrowers? That actually happens?
It could happen. And let me tell you what infuriates me.
It's been
What
known that.
infuriates me is you get an offer on a house and they get this pre-approval letter from one of those companies,
With an acronym or a
Wells, Chase,
Wells
yeah,
Fargo.
those guys. And it's a pre-approval letter. And then I start asking the conditions and they're like, well, what are you asking me for the conditions for? Because I want to know what the conditions are. And then you hear these conditions. Well, I have to verify their income. I have to verify their tax returns. I have to verify. Oh my God, you just gave them a pre-approval letter? Are you kidding me? When you guys have a client and we have that approval letter, don't even have to ask about conditions. No, it's done. It's
We're
done.
so adamant at that.
All right, speaking of that, let's take a quick break. We're going to
Ready to
wrap this
it up
sucker
here.
up for a landing. You got us for a few more minutes, guys. We'd love to hear from you in the studio. 733-KXNT, 733-5968. Or you can reach us in the office today. You want to sit down with Aaron Taylor and his team, Want to go get a house today with using down payment assistance and have his great buyers team work with you? Or you want to get that mortgage tune-up? It's time to get your refinance done. Rates are starting to creep back down, and we'll pay for your appraisal. 577-2600, 577-2600. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Real Estate Live.
That's it, boys.
What
Welcome back. Oh, no. Excuse me.
Go ahead.
Welcome back to Real Estate Live, sitting in the studio. Am I there? Am I on?
Am I on? Hello.
Where did it go? Anyways, Real Estate Live, where I'm freezing my kahunas off because Dustin likes it at 58 degrees. But anyways, you can watch us live streaming on YouTube at tinyurl.com/Real Estate Live. You can see us live, what we do in the studio, and actually when we get off there, you could be behind the scenes and hear us do our
shenanigans during the break.
Yeah, listen, but beware if you listen to that stuff. But we got a call, you said, right?
I do. If you do want to reach to the studio, got us for a few more minutes. 733-KXNT, 733-5968, or in the office, you guys know the number, 577-2600. Brian, what's happening? Welcome to Real Estate Live. Hey, Paruppa-pum-pum.
Hey,
You are live
Brian?
on the radio. You want to buy a house in Pahrump, Brian? Okay, so you do want to buy a house in Pahrump.
Well, land. Right. Well, we can find that for you, Brian. We could pull up every 2-acre parcel in Pahrump. What?
Well, perfect. Listen,
hey.
we already sold your house, dude. Look at that,
Already.
dude. Holy mackerel.
Why do you want 2 acres?
Right, here's what I want you to do. I want you to call us in the office, 577-2600. We also, 702-577-26, yep. No, 2600. Call us right now. We're going to get back to you after the radio show. We'll hook you up with that those properties, okay?
Thanks, Brian.
Bye-bye.
I wanted to know why he wanted 2 acres.
Because he's going to have a love monkey farm.
Because
He's gonna have some, a cattle ranch. California?
That's 2 acres. That's a lot of land, right?
That is
2
a lot.
acres. What do you got? Dude, you got
1 acre. and
He's
I'm
got
struggling.
chickens and donkeys.
You have an acre?
Yeah.
You know what? I can see I could use an acre. I have a little over a half an acre, and I use every square foot of it. Every foot. Love it.
Yeah.
I could
You run
definitely
around naked. And
well, you know, speaking of that though, the other day I did run through my backyard naked after the pool, and my boys that were there were looking at me like, Dad, really?
That's embarrassing.
And I said, you need to leave the house so I can have my naked room.
Aaron just took the show
to have
to a new level.
My naked room.
Tune into YouTube.
I'm keeping it real. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, he's getting.
And you have a beagle, right? I mean, beagles like
You have to
acres.
talk on the microphone. If you're gonna, it's wrong
Yeah,
right
we
now.
can't hear you, David Ortiz.
Come on, big.
Oh, I said, and you have a beagle that would appreciate the acreage, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, beagles love acres.
Beagles love acres.
Beagles love naked owners
Dude,
running around their
This is the
backyard.
information we're giving out on the show. Is you will never hear on another show. No one will tell you beagles love acres.
They're not going to talk like
No,
we do.
no one will tell you that Aaron Taylor has a naked
We're
room.
the
No
authority
one.
of real estate.
All right, let's clean this up, guys. We got about 6 more minutes. AT, you showed up a little late. You had a little bingo thing you did.
Bingo action at Red Rock. Yeah, gave away a big
But
screen
looks like
TV.
we probably got you 3 or 4 listings today alone.
Yeah,
Huge,
sounds
right?
good. Huge, yeah.
And the good thing is when they list with you, I mean, all your marketing strategies are awesome. You've been doing this for years. You know how to price and sell for top dollar. But we can start blasting it on Real Estate Live. We did promote one of your properties last week. I think it sold in about 20 minutes after being on the radio show.
Yep.
And I think the one today, do you have the information? We don't have it. So, guys, if you are thinking about listing a property,
The Summerlin House.
we need you guys to call us today. It's a perfect month. This month, next month,
Absolutely.
next month. After that, it's going to start slipping. It's going to be more difficult because of less demand and higher interest rates to sell your property for top dollar. On the same token, if you're thinking about buying, we want to talk to you guys. We help so many people from the radio show buy the homes of their dreams.
Changing the
Just last month alone, Dennis
Making
did
dreams come true.
two, or was it 3? 2, at least 2 down payment assistance deals where the buyers got into a house that they absolutely loved with about $1,000 out of their pocket. Actually got money at closing from their earnest money. Got a check at closing
Love that deal.
and their keys. Here's a check and your keys. Have a nice
day.
life.
And you can skip a payment and all that good stuff.
Are you trying to shut us down?
No.
Skip a payment? Oh,
You know what?
do
I
skip a
want to
payment?
just say this. Just for today, if on that down assistance program, if anybody calls, what's it called? Down
Don't say
payment
Down
assistance.
syndrome.
No, I did not.
Did you just say that?
Hey, don't go there.
Okay.
Down payment assistance program. Money out of pocket is about $1,200.
It just depends. It depends on
About.
what closing costs you're getting paid by the seller.
Okay, they use us.
So down
Right,
payment,
if they use
zero.
you,
I'm gonna pay
you
it.
get 3%. Yeah,
We're gonna pay it for them.
you're gonna pay it.
We're gonna pay Eddie. They're not gonna need 1 penny.
Okay.
Whatever they need, we're gonna take
You
care of it.
can't, with the home as possible, there is no lender credit, just so you know.
We can pay it out of the commission.
Well,
We're gonna pay it for
We're
it.
gonna pay for it
Right now.
There you go.
If they call today on the
Deal.
show, not only are they gonna get no down payment,
Uh-huh.
not only are we gonna,
But you're gonna guarantee seller pay closing costs.
if seller does it, we'll do it.
You're gonna do it.
Yep.
Gotcha. That's true. That is.
We'll do it for free if we have to.
call right now. And get that.
That, my friends,
Only
is-
today.
is only today. That is my free appraisal. That
makes that look
yeah,
like-
that makes that look like Walmart. Did that make sense?
Seller
Walmart
won't pay
now.
closing costs.
That's the
we'll
only
pay
thing
the
that pops in
closing.
my head. Is Walmart. That's the problem when you do a 3-hour radio show. Sometimes you just can't get what you're thinking out.
The house that we
Poppy.
highlighted today. Should we
Go
go
ahead,
over it
Big
real
Poppy,
quick?
Go ahead.
Let's do. I'm gonna do it. Okay. The house again, 319.9 only for today. 11584 Aruba Beach Avenue. If any realtors are out there listening as well, 2,320 square feet in the Vistas. Gorgeous home.
Turnkey.
Four bedrooms, 3 baths, 2-car garage in the Vistas. Built in 2004. 319.9. Great property. And this is how we advertise all of our equity listings.
Mhm.
Right here on the radio show, right on our TV show, channel 48108.
And wait till you do an open house on that sucker.
Oh, we're
on the
gonna have-
radio show and,
we'll
and
have
your
everybody.
TV shows. I forgot about that. So it even goes on an actual TV show, right?
TV show, channel 48108, twice at night.
48108. What's that?
Cable.
Are you making
Channel
up channels?
48. Well,
48,108. That's the channel.
48.
Oh, and 108.
I can't wait till football starts.
Yeah, me
You know that? Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you forgot the one thing. Now every new listing is
this
going
is
to have
Big
their
Poppy.
own
Big
website.
Poppy's talking.
Big Poppy.
Yeah, so
Big
now
Poppy's-
now every new listing is going to have their own website. So I mean that's kind of cool. So it'll be like exquisite, and then you can basically just go to it, and then boom, it's featured. It's beautiful. It's a new landing page that somebody hooked us up with recently.
Here's what I'm happy about. Big Poppy figured out he's got to talk in the microphone now.
He figured it
He was
out.
like, "Yep,
It's coming along.
He is. It took him a little bit, you know. So
We need to
got
bring
it.
him back in again. I like
Big Poppy's on the show now. You're part of the Whack Pack now.
I like the Whack Pack.
Yeah, I like these things right
All
here.
right, guys, listen. We do only have another minute and a half.
That's it. Can we have
Yes.
another hour?
No, we cannot. It's been a great show. A lot of great information. Great calls today.
Awesome
Sue,
call.
big winner. PF
Oh,
Chang's.
Sue won. Hey!
Congratulations, Sue.
Sue, we already got you the buyer for your house. That's how good we are.
You can come out
I-
and celebrate.
Aaron already sold the house without listing it. How about that, Sue?
Bam.
Huh? And,
That's
and you
pretty
got
good.
PF Chanks. And any of you thinking about buying right now, Aaron Taylor's guaranteeing all your closing costs paid using the home as possible or not. Right?
Or not.
No,
We'll
actually, rather than not.
any.
We'll pre-approve you. You're going to get your closing costs paid, but that's just today. You have to call today at 577-2600
And mention the app.
and mention. I know, Ken. I've done this before. Tell me guys, I'm not closing.
Oh, really? 1 minute? We're running overtime today, Ken.
My mortgage.
We're
tune-up.
going overtime.
We're on OT, Ken. Mortgage tune-up, guys. Listen, a lot of you still out there could benefit from a refinance. Whether you need to do a 15-year loan, let's get rid of that mortgage insurance. Let's get you into let's get you out of that arm, like the one guy. Your adjustable rate mortgage. Let's get that sucker fixed. If you need some cash, now's the time to do it.
577-2600.
Get that cash.
577-2600. We're paying for your appraisal. A lot of great incentives today.
577-2600.
Been a great show.
Awesome
18,
show today.
anything, you got
I don't want it
10
to stop.
seconds?
I
Just call
Can we just keep talking past the 10 seconds? Can we just
That's
keep
why
going?
we do this show every Saturday from 11 to 2. We'll see you
Awesome
next week.
show.
Thanks for listening to Real
I
Estate
don't
Live.
want it to go away. Don't stop. It's gone. Good show, huh?
There you go.
I like that.
Fuck, it's a business.
Good job. Here we go. We're getting ready to leave. Real Estate TV, we're out, baby. Woo! Thanks for watching us today.
Next
Appreciate
week.
it.
Next week.
Next week it's gonna even be better.
Yeah, it'll be over here somewhere, so you can see everything.
See everything. Thanks for watching.